So join me in this video. Tonight we do a little bit of urban camping in a small one-man tent, and I've got something a little bit different for tea tonight. It's a ration pack, but wait until you see where it's from. It's not the UK or the American or the French, German, Russian ones. It's from a country called Nigeria. I've heard of it in the past, but I never knew they did ration packs. So that is what's going to be for tea tonight. Nigerian ration pack. If you are new to the channel, this is a big nature area. Not far from home really. I'm not saying I'm at middle of Lake districts or Peak districts when I'm not. I've camped here quite a lot. And if you are regular to the channel, you know full well how many times I've been in this area. It wasn't the case of where am I going, what am I going to be doing. Do no planning to this. Just half an hour ago I thought, you know what, I'm going to go out, just enjoy being outdoors, camping in my tent. Yeah, I've used this area quite a lot, but like I say all the time, just be that person. If you want to get up and get outdoors, just go do it. This was my thought about half an hour ago I think it was. So I packed a few things, got the ration pack and just got outdoors. I always say you don't have to be anywhere fantastic. You don't have to be in the Lake districts, Peak districts, massive woodland. As long as you're outdoors doing it, that's what's more important. I know them words have encouraged quite a lot of people in my time of YouTube. Get up and get outdoors, be that person. So I'm still going to use it today. And I am hoping to be up there somewhere. I'm not sure if you have to go the other way in or continue walking this way and then cut up and over to it, but this is where I'm going to try now. So I do see there's the building, what you can see, part of Yorkshire Water I think it is, but then there's the wall. I think I could get behind that. That's what my aim is, to tuck up behind that wall, out of the way. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Now if you do have a second or two, I'm using a different way of recording with my GoPro. There's no microphone, it's just a GoPro with like a foam shield around it. I've dropped the revolution of the video, I think it's called revolution, I'm sure it's that anyway. I could be completely wrong. From 4K to 1080. So if you got a quick second, let me know in comments what the quality is like. Reason why 4K, it just seems to drain your battery when recording really quick. So I'm hoping 1080 is a little bit better on the battery life of the GoPro 12. I'm just finding GoPro 12 batteries drain really quick, and I'm hoping by dropping it down from 4K to 1080 that it lasts a hell of a lot longer. I don't think we go that way. See, I don't have a clue where I'm going really, do I? Let's get over here. No, I'm not sure we have to go up there. I know golf course is that way, but I'm sure we don't have to go there. I'm going to cut over here and have a look. This looks a little bit more promising actually. Tell you what, this does feel like a little hidden location, because there's no signs of anybody being here. Right, look like it's the wall ends there, and then there's some grass, that metal fence in there, and then you can see all the nature reserve. If I go a little bit further up without slipping on these rocks, There we go. Main road's up there, an old mill, old pub, petrol station, and you got your big nature reserve there. But I am looking at dropping into here. But I'll tell you something as well. If you want to come in here, it's a little hammock. Fantastic little hammock spot there. Especially in summer when it's all, you know, grown up and everything. People have been here. It's not like it's not used. This is all Yorkshire Waters area. So I think we would be trespassing if we go beyond the railings, so we won't be doing that. There's someone on a little quad bike whizzing round the area. Something's been here. You can see like tracks. I don't know if it's animal tracks. Probably look like it's bike tracks actually, because there's another one there, isn't there? Let's keep walking on, see what we come across. So you can definitely see that the animal tracks just to come up here and go under fencing and up the slope there. So it's definitely animal tracks. Animals, I don't know what, but something definitely keeps coming up and down here. See if we can, there's some sort of print there, but you can't be too sure if that ain't a dog. See the little claw marks there, can't you? And like little paws here. And there's another one here. Yeah, you can definitely see something running up and down here. I've never seen a badger in this location, but I'm thinking it could be, see, a badger's wider in it than that. I don't know what it could be, but it's always good I can set a trail camera out in the future and just see if we can pick out up. Right, it's definitely not up there, apart from an house, so we shan't be going up there to camp. So we are going to sit around for a bit and then wait until this motorbike or whatever it is goes away, and then find a little location further down to set up the tent for the night. But yeah, it may be very interesting to get a trail camera set up, just a cheap one, just in case it goes missing, just to see what animal is doing these trails. Now let's find somewhere to set the tent up. So this is the ration pack that I run about. It's only a 12 hours one. And I just realised that it's an halal ration pack, so I can't imagine it being any meat in it or out. And to be fair, there's not one bit of English on the package, so I do not have a clue. It's a self-heating ration pack, so you get a little heater pack, put a bit of water in it, put the meal in it. I never have success with them, they always go wrong, so I do have a stove anyway. But yeah, basically that's all it is, a 12-hour ration pack. So you get 1, 2, 3, you get 5 items. So you get some at 300 grams. I think that's got to be part of the meal. Something else at 300 grams. It looked like it's saying fruit. So I don't know if that's some sort of fruit. I don't have a clue yet till we open it. So we get something else weighing 300 grams, and then there's something at 20 grams, 15 grams, and 10 grams. But yeah, that is the dinner for tonight. Am I looking forward to it? In a way I'm excited, but in another way I hope I like it, because it's all I'm going to have to eat. So let's hope. Yeah, there's no, what sounds like you need to add water to it. Normally you can get like muesli in them and stuff like that, and you can hear it. We'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at that in a bit. I still need to decide where I'm going to be setting my tent up, but I do believe it's a little bit early for that. So what my intentions are is, I'm just going to make a drink, sit around, and then just take in the environment, see if anybody walks along this way or out like that. And if someone does, heading it down, just having a brew outdoors out. I'm not doing any harm. Wind's picking up. We'll get there. Meantime, all this gas is being wasted. What's going on here? Come on, this could be bad news, you know. I don't really want to put my hands in way of it either. Oh, come on. I'll bring you back in a minute. Right, we got it. That took some doing, that. The little igniter where the spark comes out, it was like up, it needed to be a bit more further down. But I don't get that when the gas is coming out, so it should ignite it really anyway. So maybe I'm going to have to keep a lookout on this stove like that, just in case any future problems like that again. Can't have that causing issues all the time. That's why it's probably always better to come out on little videos like this. Just keep checking your equipment for any failures or out like that. So the last thing you want to do is be high up somewhere and then your equipment's failing you. I get it, it can fail anytime, but you really don't want it when you're cold and you really want something to eat and it fails. Like now the stove, I think that's the second time it's caused me problems. It's going to be the case where I might have to start keeping a lighter inside the stove to light the gas with. I do have other stoves that I can use, like my Primal Ridgeline one. I've got the other Takana one from OEX. I've even got some cheaper stoves that I could use if I needs be, because I really don't be wanting that problem too many times. I've only got a fork on me. I'm not sure if that ration pack comes with one of them wooden ones, so I thought I'd just pick a fork up just in case. I think a bit more water maybe in here. Wow, it's going to help a lot in it. But yeah, it's always good to test your equipment Like now, we're just coming out of winter time, aren't we? We're coming into spring soon. So I will be getting some of my better tents out, putting them up in garden, checking they've still got a good waterproof coating on them. If not, fab seal them, let that cool down before I put it back in the bag. Just check that everything with the tents are okay. There's pegs in them, there's the poles there, because I'm a bit of a pain for not putting all the pegs back in the right bags. So just checking out the tents that I know I will be taking out this year with me, just to make sure when I go to get them, everything's there and I'm not losing. Look, I've not lost out or I've not left out at home. It's the stuff you have to do, basically. So I know I've got a free FUO gear tent where it's just the inner in the bag and the two different colour fly sheets are in another bag. So I do need to decide which colour I'm going to put back in the bag. Maybe the coyote brown. So it's just stuff like that where it's always good to start checking this time of year. And it's also good to get back outdoors and do a little bit of camping. So it's been a good few months now through winter time I haven't done this sort of camping. But I'm going to say it, be that person. 2025 could be your year to do camping or start doing more camping. Just be that person this year, 2025. By the time 2030 comes, you can at least say I've been camping for 5 years. You know, 25, 30, you got a bit of a guide there, haven't you? Might be stupid, but that's how I'd look at stuff. But yeah, or just do more camping. Try bivvy bag camping. Try get out in a bivvy bag instead of a tent as well. But take this in the most. Take in nature. So far I've seen nobody what is a good thing. Right, so I think I found a little spot to put my tent. It is now 6 o'clock, so I do need to consider getting set up, so it will be getting dark very soon. If I use this spot here, what I'm thinking, in the morning I overlook the pond, so it'll be a nice sight to wake up towards it. So I'm hoping this area here where I'm at will be good. And the tent is the OEX Fox 1 V2. Now if I'm right, I'm sure this tent has the camo net at the bottom, which will be pretty good if it does. If not, it's not a big deal. Nah, I don't think we have the camo net in it. That's what I was about earlier, about checking your equipment for what you need. It's a nice green colour anyway, so it will camouflage in really well. See, this is another thing about checking your bags. I've got a load of pegs there, and I've got another bag here. What are the original pegs for the tent anyway? But that's what I mean. That's why it's going to be good to check all my equipment through, just to make sure I have what I need. It is in a pitch first. If it's raining, this would be a problem, but it's not raining, so it's not a problem, is it? Right, let's see if we can get this tent set up right. Sit and listen to birds there. As soon as I've set my tent up. Told a bit of a lie then. It's 5 o'clock, not 6 o'clock. When I said 6 o'clock, I was thinking in my head, it's pretty light for 6 o'clock, but as soon as I start recording, I double check the time, it's 5 o'clock. So we do have about another 40 minutes of daylight. Then it will be nice and dark. I could have done with bringing one of them little wood stoves with me, because there's plenty of deadfall on the ground. I could have one of my little wood stoves going here and overlooking the view. Yeah, I still haven't set the tent up. I'll do that now. I do think this spot here is a really good little area to a bit of a bivvy bag camp in the summer. And then there's some decent trees as well, where I probably could set up my hammock. But I don't just want to be here all the time. I want to get out to different places, don't I? I know where the camo net is now. That's in the Fox one, the first green version of it. Just checking I'm using the right side, because one side of the tent, the zip is from the top all the way to the bottom here. On the other side, the zip is from the top and halfway down, so you can store stuff on that side of the tent. This is the side you need. Right, let's get in it and let's test if I'm level. The last thing I want to do is be sleeping on a bit of a hill like that all night. It's actually not too bad really. That is pretty good. If you find yourself, let's say, on a bit of a slope, you can use your coat just to push underneath it, under your air mat, let's say, just to level you out a little bit more. There is that way of doing it. It's always better to try and camp on level ground if possible, innit? Right, let's finish setting up, because this bright orange does stand out, doesn't it? So I've just paused from setting up. There's a gentleman down there with his 3 dogs. I'm sort of wanting to keep out of the way of that. I think I'm just going to pause for 5 minutes and wait for him to finish sitting there with his dogs. So I've just made my way into the tent now. Started raining a little bit. It's not a big problem really. Yeah, I'm in a small one-man tent, so if it absolutely throws it down, not much movement I can do. But then again, I'm not too bothered. It is what it is. Can't change. So I'll quickly tell you what I'm using. I'm using my Outdoor Vital air mat, my OEX tent. People will be thinking I'll be using my Outdoor Vital sleeping bag, but I'm using the Rab 700. What does that say there? Good for -9. It's not going to be any minus temperatures tonight, but I'm using this one anyway. My trusty pillow as always, and that's round about it. I've got the ration pack to have in a bit. I do have a radio to listen to, so if I do need to listen to that soon, I can do that, but obviously I'll do that off camera, so I don't want to get done for copyright. YouTube's coming quite strict with that sort of stuff these days. Yeah, I'm sure you better hear the rain starting to hit the tent. I just looked, it says it's a light shower, so that's not too bad. The sky does look quite grey, doesn't it? Well, I'm not sure if you can see, it's starting to rain a little bit more now. I've just brought my stand, so basically now the GoPro and the stand is sort of balancing in one of my boots. I'm gonna have to look at getting a better one of that. Yeah, on about copyright with music, be careful if you're a content creator or you're thinking about doing it. February, back mid-February now, 25. A lot of these music websites and places are offering you free music for videos, and later on down the line then they're putting a copyright on it, so your videos, if they've got that music in it, you will be getting a claim on it. So do please go careful there. A little bit of advice there for you. If you are wanting more advice about that, if you go to YouTube and put in Nick Mimman, he's a YouTube advisor person. He tells you a bit about YouTube and stuff, and he tells you about the ins and outs of it all. So it's something you do have to be careful of, because they are seeming to be stinging you later on down the line for using their music. Even though you do say this music's by, they're still doing it. So I know it's not camping related really, but I'd prefer to tell you about it in case you are thinking about starting YouTube and stuff, or you do have a YouTube channel and you're using music from these sites. Gonna start dinner, I think. Right, let's take a look at the ration pack. Can't believe you're balancing in a boot. So you get the little, you get a few bags in, a few things have fallen out as well. I think that's some sort of, it says chill, like chili, and it other says sauce as well, so it seems like to be a little bit of chili sauce maybe. So we'll put that in the other boot. And I'm not sure what this one is. I'll have a look at that in a bit. I'm not even sure what this is. Sauce chili again. I'm not even sure what any of this ration pack is, to be truthful, am I? So this must be a meal in one heater pack. And it seems like there's another meal here in another heater pack. So there seems to be two meals. And there's like a little tray what you can put your meal in there, but I'll probably just eat them out of the bag. And just there's like a little toothpick as well. So this is really awkward now my stand's broke, and I think I'm going to have to swap a GoPro battery out as well. Let's get all that done before we start doing this. I think we're back on track. I'd love to know what meals they are. We'll just give it a try here. So we need to open the bag here without you falling everywhere. Oh, this has turned out to be a nightmare, isn't it? Oh, birds are coming in for the night. Right. It's a noisy road, that. The problem with these, I can't even read the writing on them. Makes a change, doesn't it? I don't think you need too much water anyway. You do need to be quick before it activates. And we need to get them back in this bag here. Just work out which side they're packed on. That side there. Right. I just need to crop it up for a bit. And I'll tell you what we'll do actually. No, it seems to be working yet in there. We'll do 2 of them and then we can find out exactly. I think them other things are going to be like flavours maybe. Oh, there's 2 ration packs in this one. One at back, ration pack heaters, sorry. One at the back and one at the front. Ba, ba, ba. Our ones have like lines where to fill it up to. If they fail, then all we'll do is just put the stove on and boil them that way. We'll just do exactly the same water. I smell that one. Yeah, that one's starting to work, so we'll just put this next to it but lean it down a little bit. Then we'll leave them for a bit. Meantime, I want to try these. Well, I can taste that already. Oh, you do get a little spoon in it. Yeah, that's going to be spicy, isn't it? Is that the same? Wow, that's spicy, that. Wow. Onions. Oh, that's like a energy drink, like a lemon drink. Right, we'll let these heat up and I'll bring you back, I think. It's getting dark now, isn't it? Well, you can't see, can you? Definitely all the birds coming into nest for the night. Right, so I've put one of the meals in my stove because we're doing nothing. This one, you can sort of see it steaming a little bit. But this one we're doing nothing, so we do have this in the stove now. We'll leave that to boil for a little bit and then we'll put one of them flavours in it. I'm not sure which one you're supposed to put in, but I am hoping to open both meals at once and use that little tray that it gives you. Right, so I've actually put them both in the stove now, just so they both reheat at the same time. I get it, some people in the armies around the world won't have the option of using a stove, but them bags just want warming the food up, and they've been in there a good 15 minutes now anyway. At least we can just give it a bit of a boost of heat, open that white tray up. I'm not sure if one's a rice and one's a meal or they're both meals, but we're definitely going to have a look at it, because last time I did this, it was the Chinese ration pack 12-hour one, and you had to mix it all together to make the meal, so maybe this is the same as that, but it's something I'm going to try anyway, innit? And we'll soon find out. Right, I think it's been boiling enough now, so we can actually get this out of the light from the camera anyway. Like I say, you're balancing in my boot right now. Two meals. I hope it ain't too hard to see. That'd be a bit better, won't it? Yeah, we've got 2 meals here, so let's get the first one out. Let's just see what it is. I have no idea, but I'm intrigued now. Smells some sort of gravy then. That's a weird smell. Just because it's halal, it don't mean it's not meat, does it? I think I said that earlier. Oh, it's halal, so it won't be meat. That'll be vegetarian, it won't be meat. Okay, so this is some sort of rice. Where's that little spoon here? Yeah, so we do have rice. Oh, that's nice. It smells quite weird. Oh, so yeah, it's just 2 bags of rice. I'm eating rice, but I think it's 2 different flavours. What's this one? Yeah, that's the lemon drink. Yeah, it's just 2 different flavours of rice. There's a pit really. But like I say, we have some of this sauce we can mix in. And we do have, that's the onions. Somewhere. I'm actually looking for the onions. Here's a second. Yeah, I'm actually looking for the onions. That must be the... Oh, I think it's cucumber actually. Let's put that back there. Yeah, it's cucumber, not onions. Wow, they don't get decent food, do they? Onions and vinegar maybe? Well, it's not fantastic. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have used Google Translate. It's always easier afterwards, isn't it? That chili flavour gives it a kick. Let's put some more of this on. There we go. That's better. That's not too bad now. There's peas in it and stuff, but it's very oily. Right, I'm going to continue eating my dinner, turn the light off, and I'll bring you back soon. Well, I'm just sat outside my tent. It's 8 o'clock. Just being typically listening to some podcasts. I read a book, like people say, but I'm not very good at reading. So I just listen to some podcasts instead. That's all I've been doing. Just sitting here. Just taking in the night. I'm glad we're coming back into the lighter evenings though. Really am. This camp's been, let's say, a slight crawl back into the camping videos. I do believe that, because many times I've wanted to camp and I put myself off, and like tonight it's just been, yeah, let's go. Half an hour later I rent car driving to my location. So I think it's sparked it back up a little bit. And I'm going to make a video and explain what killed my drive from camping in especially January and bit of February time. So it sounds really crazy, but I want to explain that in another video. But like I say, now I've got the fire again for it. I've got that, yeah. I'm by myself. Yeah, fair dues, look, I'm not a million miles away from people, but I'm being that person. End it there. My little tent, just here, urban camping, eating a bowl of rice, whatever you want to call it, and just relaxing and enjoying the sound of the birds. It's crazy what can make me happy, I'll tell you that for now. But I'm full, like a little hippo, nice and full from that rice, so I'm happy at that. I'm going to crawl into my sleeping bag very soon and just listen to that Nick Mimman that I on about to you. He did a live last Saturday just gone, 3 hours long, so I'm just going to sit there listen to that and see if I can learn what else about YouTube again. So until I'm in my tent, I'll bring you back then. Well, there's not much I can show you, to be truthful. This tent is like, ouch, bright. Ooh, bright light. Yeah, there's not much I can show you. I'm just in my little tent. Just in my little tent. I'm sure you can hear the birds, can't you? Something scared them about 10 minutes ago, so I just turned my light off and sat and waited to see if anybody walked past at bottom, but they didn't. It's a good little tent, the Fox one, but unlike a night like this where it gets dark about 10-20 past 6 at night and you're in your tent, then it's not a good tent for that. It's a good tent for like if you're hiking in summer and you're getting in your tent, let's say 10:30, and you're up again, let's say 5 o'clock in the morning, even early maybe. It's alright for that. But like I said, these long winter nights, well, it's not a long winter night now, but still quite long nights, it's like, it's no good for that. But I wanted to use this tent in this location just to test what the location's like, really. I do know I won't be able to get like a 3-person tent up anyway, up to top part anyway, but probably the Fox 2 may do it, another 2-man tent, because the Fox 1 perfectly fits right where I am now, but the Fox 2 won't fit here. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, just because I found a little good spot, I don't mean I'm coming backwards and forwards to it. Like I say, I've said twice, 3 times now, with last minute thing this. 7 o'clock. I don't know why 7 o'clock stuck in my head. I keep thinking 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And I can't think what 7 o'clock's for. Right, hippopotamus that, innit? I don't know why I say that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna relax and stop chatting away, and I'll just bring you back in the morning. Let's know what happens, really. Unless I get attacked by a kangaroo or something, or an hippopotamus, you never know. But if neither of them two get me, I'll bring you back in the morning. Night night. Well, good morning, people. That's what I woke up to about 2 hours ago. Still gonna have to put a light on that. Yeah. God, like I've been run over by a bus. Yeah, that's what I woke up to in the morning. Oh, it's a nippy one as well, I'll tell you that for now. It's alright this way, isn't it? All the birds tweeting away. Good sign, but the season's changing, that innit? I must have laid funny on my wrist because it's half aching again. I've got a bad habit, you know, of sleeping like dodgy. Right, I better go find the toilet. Ooh, thank toilet. I can just wee here, it makes no difference, does it? You know, I do always say in my videos, be that person. But in morning time, I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I waking up and getting out of my tent? It's a little bit nippy in the mornings. Tell you why I'm doing it, because it's not better than being outdoors. I'd have a coffee, but that stove wouldn't light again last night. So that's a pain, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to start taking my tent down. I've already put my sleeping bag away first thing. Got that put straight back into stuff sack. Let's get moving before anybody comes. Come late, leave early, and leave no trace. Right, so I think the most important thing is done now. Try to turn it out like this. Leave no trace. Right over there. Not a bad view really, is it? Not a bad view at all. But yeah, leave zero trace, that over there. Right, so that's me on my way back home now. I really enjoyed last night. I liked, you know, the feeling of coming back into camping. I'm not acting like it's been, you know, 20 years or something. I'm just saying 2 months not camping really properly is it's quite a gap for me. If you want to see more, you can always, you know, hit this and subscribe to the channel, and I'll share a playlist up there for you. I think I'll let YouTube recommend a video there for you. They seem to know what's going on on their platform these days. But yeah, if you want to see more, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I left no trace, and now I need to go home. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.